text me and I'll text you back.
Text me, yeah, and I'll text you back.
You text me, then I'll text you back.
You text me, then I'll text you back.
You text me, then I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
205-964-5243. Now you
Yep,
know.
yep.
205-964-5243. Now you know.
Good afternoon for this daily live, November 16th. Two birthdays today of people that I know. Happy birthday to Adria, who helps out on the weekly, the Thursday, the Flippinars, the one we've been doing the longest. And and Tiffany, you know who you are. So welcome to today's real estate investing Q&A with a strong emphasis on wholesaling real estate, where there's low barrier to entry to investing in real estate. Your cash or credit won't matter. So now you just need the knowledge, the technique on what to actually do. So I'm here to fill in some holes for you. You do know that you can access my more than 200 plus, more than 700 plus videos on my YouTube channel as the date of this video. And it's all there, like for real. So make sure you like and share this, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, what am I missing? Twitter, Twitch, Facebook group, text the word group to the number, and boom. So today's topic is, why do people sell real estate cheap? So we'll get to that answer if you're here for that. And some of it's obvious, but if you don't know, you don't know, I guess. So let's get it. Something, Jesse, I'm just noticing Jesse got a, okay.
Yes.
All right.
You're too late. It's over with.
Okay.
You forgot to tell them if they want to go live. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you want to join us live, just text the word Gator to the number 205-964-5243. That gets you pushed to the front of the line. And you can probably ask, you can ask multiple questions also. So you'll have the magic potion to get your own personal training going.
All right. The first question on Instagram: what's your requirements for working together on a deal?
It needs to be under contract, dealing directly with the owner. Great deal and off market. If you don't know what a great deal is, first it starts with the ARV, and I have a calculator along with a repair calculator. So in order to understand what the ARV is, you need to text the letters ARV to the 205-964-5243, and that video will tell you how to break that down. Then you can use my repair calculator, because you'll need that information. Just text the letters RC to the number, and then the actual deal calculator you can access right there. Just text the letters DC, D as in dog. Now I have an actual video, and I should have named that something different, but whatever. The video that'll break it all down for you is, I think I uploaded a week or so ago. It's called Why Most Wholesalers Fail. And the reason that most wholesalers fail is that they don't know what the deal is. They can't recognize the deal. So that video goes into detail how to put all of that together that I just mentioned.
All right. First question on TikTok: can you wholesale online, or does everything have to be done in person?
No, people run entire operations just wholesaling virtually. The world is yours, or at least the United States is. So it's called virtual wholesaling. You do everything. It's still about generating leads. You may need some assistance in the markets or the cities that you're targeting. You know, it could be another wholesaler, friend or family member a real estate agent or someone to do some of the grunt work for you because you're not actually there.
Okay, this is back on Instagram. What's your alternative to locate the owner if Skip Trace gives landlines and no mobile numbers that doesn't work?
Direct mail, send them something in the mail, and or ask the neighbors, hey, I noticed this property is vacant over here, ugling up your neighborhood. Do you know who owns this property? Sometimes they're going to know. They're going to know the situation, know how to reach out to the actual owner of that property.
All right. On YouTube, everybody's saying what's up, what's up.
What's happening?
I need some money and a house ASAP. That's what SK Chandler said. Miss Cam from YouTube said, "What it do, Ty? How you been?"
What's going on, Miss Cam?
Kai Dawson said, "I just discovered you, Ty. Let's get this paper."
Let's get this papa.
Okay. Kyle Brown said, "What if there are no comps in the same subdivision? How far out can you go outside of that area?"
Well, ideally, the way Jamil described it is the same subdivision, but what he really means, you don't really want to cross over any major streets. So if you understand that, not cross over any major streets, it's better to go back in time, meaning like go back, another year and see if it pulls up any comps. Now, I don't know what service you're using. If you're using PropStream, then sometimes the square footage is out of whack, meaning that the house is either smaller than the house is either smaller than what the normal size house is in that area, or it's a lot larger. So it allows you to change the square footage on the property. If you text the letters ARV to the number on the 205-964-5243, I think I go through that in that video on how to change the square footage. But assuming that that's not the issue, it's better to go back in time. If it still doesn't pull anything, then that normally also means you're probably not going to have any buyers for it because no one's shown that they are interested in buying in that area. Sometimes it's just as simple as that.
All right,
I need a new chair. Anybody got chair suggestions? We on this stool here. I don't want to really order one online because that means we got to put it together. I'm one of the ones I'll pay extra just to walk out of the store with it. So off the display, if possible. Anyone got any suggestions on a higher chair? We're open.
All right, Kai Dawson from YouTube said, "How much money should you start with to invest in an effective marketing campaign, and do bandit signs work?"
All right. Ideally, if you have $500, that's a good starting point. Now, you can start with zero, but you can throw a little fire on it if you had a few $100s. And to answer your question, bandit signs do work. Just think about it. People still drive, even after COVID, we still drive around in cars. And so the reason that billboards have been effective over time is because they're taking advantage of traffic, a lot of eyeballs, right? So bandit signs are just a mini version of that. And years ago, people didn't have smartphones, so they couldn't call you immediate. Now, one of the great things about that also, though, you didn't have your attention. Smartphones have your attention now, because even if you stop at a traffic light or a stop sign, the first thing people do, if you're trying not to text and drive or whatever, if they pick up their phone, right? And so a lot of times the message goes unread. So the only thing you can do is just do your part. Whenever you're putting out bandit signs, make sure that you're placing signs where you are forcing them to read the sign. You want to imagine yourself in that same traffic lane or position. You want to try to force as many people at that traffic light, red light, or yield sign or whatever to view your message that you buy houses.
All right, this is back on Instagram. How to wholesale apartments.
Well, it's not like houses, and it's like houses when you got a seller and buyer in place. That part's the same for the most part. All right, the difference is getting to that point. Evaluating multifamily is different because it's income driven. It's not based on what other properties have sold for. That will help, but for the most part, most investors buy on the type of income that it generates. So you first must understand that, just like you have to understand ARV and what the house will be worth in exit condition, and then going from there, you also have to understand what would be attractive to buyers. And now they don't have to be cash buyers in their world, because the financing generally is more favorable to some creative stuff such as assignment fees. So as I said, income driven. So normally you're going to take the gross annual income, subtract the gross expenses. That gives you your net operating income. They call it NOI. Then you'll divide whatever price is being asked, and to that number, that gives you the capitalization rate, or short for cap rate. Once you come up with that number, now you can have an idea if it's an attractive deal or not. Now, sometimes the property, you have other factors that go into it. How many units are there? The unit mix, meaning how many 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. Then how many are currently rented? Is there any renovations that need to be made? Has there been recent updates? How are they heated and cooled? What's the taxes and insurance per year, which that goes into expenses or whatever. But sometimes on smaller units, that's more of a big deal than on the larger units where it's just a whole lot of expenses. All right. It depends on if it's a mom and pop operation or if it's being managed by a third party, a property management company. That could factor in, and you ought to somewhat already just factor that in anyway. They normally charge anywhere from 8 to 10%, which is negotiable. Normally 10% is the 10% of the gross rents collected. Let me just say that. So you got all those factors. See, with houses, you just say this house sell like that house, and that's it. Can I find another house that was fixed up, similar to my house in a certain time frame? Boom, that's my comp. I just gave you, I don't know how many lists of things that you'll need to take in consideration with apartments. Now, it's not as complicated as I may have made it seem, but I was just sort of laying it down for you on all the things that you need to take in consideration. Now, some people just buy it based on the price per door, meaning that if it's 50 units, that's 50 doors. Can I get them for $15,000 a door? No matter what the price is, or they may say 20 or 25 or $50 per door, depending on the market. Some people will evaluate them that way also. So.
All right. This is also on Instagram. I've dealt with some janky agents on some of my contract deals. What's a good way to protect your deal?
Well, you say agents, I'm assuming you mean in real estate agents. That sounds like your first problem. I don't suggest, and I'm assuming you're new, I don't suggest you deal with real estate agents on properties. The reason, there are a number of reasons, but the first reason is the more they sell the property for, the more they make. The cheaper you get the property, the more you make. You're automatically off the top at a resistance. Not saying it can't be done if you understand the real estate agent world or the realtor world, but just off the top, then they're going to want $1,000 earnest money, which is negotiable, but normally that's what they think. That's one of their red flag gatekeeper questions. Do you have proof of funds? Another one. All right, they're only going to want to use the contract approved by the board of realtors for that particular state or market. Now you have to be concerned about showing the property. Is it still listed? Meaning they may have changed the status to pending, but it's still listed online that it's available. It's not available, but it was available. And that contact to that agent may still be out there, which could allow other wholesalers or potential buyers to reach out to them. Could be a deal breaker, blow up your deal. So there are a lot of hurdles there. There are a lot of hurdles there that you have to maneuver through. Now, again, some people run their entire operation that way. This stuff is already hard enough, especially when you're trying to do it. Why jump through all those hoops when there are easier deals out there? And plus, you're not finding something cash buyers don't already have access to or are not aware of. One of the reasons why you are valuable as a wholesaler is that you found something that no one else knew about in a lot of cases. Not always, but in a lot of cases. That's one of the reasons why you're bad. And everybody have to come through you to get to that deal. Again, that's not the only way to do it, but those are the easier deals. That's why we talk about, if we just want to go through real estate agents, why would we put out banner signs? Why would you do cold calling? Why would you do direct mail, driving for dollars, text, ringless voicemail, voice broadcast? Why would we do all those things if we're not trying to avoid what appears to be low-hanging fruit, but it's not? And those are the properties that are listed online with realtors. Again, it can be done, but for newbies, there are too many. It's already hard enough to do this. You're adding on to how hard it is by involving a realtor, because you all are from the beginning and have two different objectives there. They're trying to sell it for as much as they can, and you're trying to get it for as cheap as you can.
All right, this is on TikTok. What's better to use PropStream or Deal Machine?
Well, I'm a reseller of PropStream, so that's like asking McDonald's who fries are better with Burger King. I own 10 McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think I'm gonna say? I've never even used Deal Machine before, so I can't even tell you in reality. So that the answer?
Okay, let's go back up. Kai Dawson. Hold on, let's read this one first. This one's from SK Chandler on YouTube. They said, Flip, I just texted you. I got a HUD choice voucher and I want to use it to get a house. What kind of proposal should I write to advocate to get me a house?
I don't know what a HUD choice voucher is, so somebody Google that here on the team. Google HUD choice voucher. I'm not familiar with that.
All right. Kai Dawson says, should I use my personal number in my campaign material, or is it better to use a Google Voice number?
What up, Kai? It's too much technology out there for you to be using your own cell phone number as far as your leads coming in through that. Google is free. Google Voice is free. It's limited, though, but it's free. So, you get what you pay for. Around here, we use a service called Vumber. That's like the word number with an N. Just replace the N with a V as in Victor. Vumber. There are other third-party services out there just as good or better. But you can forward that number. It records the calls. You can text message through it. It's several features. So, but don't use, if you can't afford it, which is not that spend $10 a month. For a couple of numbers, it gives you 2 numbers for $10 a month. But if you can't afford that, I get it. Then Google Voice would be a better option. But make sure with the Google Voice, you turn the voice announcement off in the settings, because the worst thing you want to do is please announce your name. I'm trying to do some business here. I don't need to announce my name,
Right.
or whatever. So, but some people don't know or whatever. So.
All right. This one's from NRD1. Hold on. Okay, this one says it's about the hood. It says it's a housing voucher program. It's the federal government's major program for assisting very low-income families, the elderly, and the disabled to afford decent, safe, and sanitary housing. In the private
Why
market.
y'all doing that?
Yeah, this unit may include the family's present.
Why are you reading off the thing like that?
You told her to Google it.
I'm thinking you reading a question. I'm like, why you ain't reading from the phone? Read that again. Read that again. I'm sorry.
Remember you asked about
Read that again. I'm sorry.
It's the federal government's major program for assisting very low-income families, the elderly, and the disabled to afford a decent, safe, and sanitary housing in the private market. This unit may include the family's present residence.
Okay, so the voucher can be used for an investment, if I'm understanding that, and to live in. You getting that from that? Maybe I wasn't listening good.
Yeah, it sounds like it's targeting more so the people who are on the low end, like farmers.
Mike's.
It sounds like it's targeting more so of people who don't have much money. That's like maybe on Section 8. That's what it seems like.
And they
low income families.
So they can buy a house.
Yeah. It's
So I wonder. So how much is the voucher for though? Like, is it a check that you can go actually purchase a property with, or whatever her name was? If you could give us an idea, how much was it for? And that's all to give us an idea, unless you don't want us in your business like that.
I'm gonna read this one because I already got it up on the screen. It's from NRD1 on YouTube. They said, how do you come a property that is deep in the country and no property is approximately 5 to 10 miles and it's hard to find buyers deep in the country?
You just answered
Yeah.
it. No comps, no buyers. No comps, no buyers.
All right, this is on TikTok. What markets do you JV in?
If you go to digulator.com and tap and you can text the 5050 back here. But if you go to digulator.com, you can see the different pretty much all the top 50 cities for its population, at least that many.
Well, you kind of explaining the cars that's behind you, but someone asked, what are the signs in the back of you?
You said what are the what?
They asking, what are the signs in the back of you? What is that?
Oh, what are the signs back here?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
You kind of explaining that as you go though.
Oh yeah. I just assume people already know that. Okay. All of these are keywords, depending on what you want. And as people ask questions, I'm normally some of them require me to refer them to a video that would explain it in more detail. If this is your first introduction to us, I give it all away. Everything you need to know about this business, like really, right? So if you text the letters ARV, that tells you how to come up with the after repair value. Very important, probably one of the most important parts of this whole process. What will the house appraise for in excellent condition? So if you text the letters ARV to that number, and not AVR, ARV to 205-964-5243 is going to tell you how to do that. You see the word contract up there. The word contract, you need that paperwork to put all of this together. It's a one-page contract that I've been giving away since 2008, been using it personally since 2003. But I give it away for free, been used all over the country. So you don't have to worry about the paperwork. Plus, in that video is gonna show you how to access it for free, unlimited. Also, how to fill it out for sellers and buyers. You text buyers. You need cash buyers for this deal. So you text the word buyers. It's going to show you how you can find buyers everywhere using real estate agents. What a coincidence. Can't really advise you to deal with them dealing with sellers, but they're beautiful for buyers, right? CRM, you need to manage all those leads. Text CRM, boom. Mail, if you want to do direct mail, reach out to people by postcards, yellow letters, get them calling and saying, hey, I want to sell my house. Text the word mail, and what you're going to do is get the information to the guys that I use out of St. Louis, my boys Ryan and Corey at Graphic Connections. You text what am I missing back? I got a glare right now. Text the word close. All right, when you have a seller in the contract, you have a buyer in the contract, you text the word close, and you'll get instructions and access to the document that'll show you how to actually close your deals and make it easier for title companies or closing attorneys to know who's the seller, who's the buyer, who's paying what, who's receiving what, namely your bread, the assignment fee. You text the word text. You want to learn how to find deals through text messaging. Most people read their text messages whether what am I trying to say? Whether they want to or not. The response, the open rate is around 90 to 95%. Unbelievable. What am I missing? I ain't gonna go through it all here. Text the word vacant. You out there driving for dollars? You want to know who owns that vacant house? Boom, text the word vacant. Group, you want to join my Facebook group, mingle and network with others, like-minded people in this wholesale game? Text the word group. RC, you need the repair calculator whenever you're trying to figure out if you have a deal or not. Text the letters RC, R is in rabbit, C is in cash. Text the letters DC for the deal calculator, also free. For probate leads, want to target probates, text the word probate. You need to find out someone's phone number, text the word skip. And if you want to just simply know what to say to sellers, text the word script.
All right. Danny Fitz
I hope
Smith.
you got that marked.
Danny Fitz-Smith from YouTube said, if you have someone who wants to package a deal, meaning 3 lots for one price, how do you comp that? He has 2 houses and an empty lot behind one of the houses.
You okay? Okay.
And I know he got through for a loser.
Okay. All right, Donnie Fitzsmith. Okay. Meaning 3 lots for one price. How do you comp that? He has 2 houses and an empty lot behind one of the houses. Meaning, wait a minute. He has, wait a minute, 2 houses. So 2 houses on the same property. Forget about the lots. 2 houses on the same property. Now, I would need to know, are those separate addresses? Because if they're not, that other house is just an extra house. Is it like a full house, a 3-bedroom, 2 bath, 1 bed? You know what I'm saying? Is it, I need more information. What type of neighborhood is this? Is this a A, B, C, D? A D would be blue collar.
A D is blue color?
Well, you said blue color?
What did you just say?
I said blue collar.
Blue collar, okay. A D neighborhood is a blue collar neighborhood?
For the most part, you know. A would be rich folks. I'm just trying to give people a visual. And no, one neighborhood is no better than the other. I'm just trying to give you a visual. So if you know what a D is, you should know what a C is. If you know what an A is, you should know what a B is. So I try to give you a visual. Someone, I was watching something, and they say when you're trying to talk to people, sometimes they not know what you're talking about, so you have to give them visuals. All right, and so his example was, he said most people can't visualize what an acre is, right? The square footage on an acre is,
A football.
wait a minute, no, the actual square footage.
14,000?
No.
40,000?
43,000.
43. I know.
560 square feet, right? So to give you a visual of that, it's basically approximately a football field without the end zones. So that gives you a visual of an acre. What else y'all need to know?
You ain't know.
I got that for somebody else. So.
All right. SK Chandler said, Flip, I got 20 properties. Can you hold my hand and walk me through step by step?
You got 20 properties under contract from, I guess, assuming the same owner or these different owners. What's the situation? Give us some more info, please.
All right. Honey James from YouTube said, hey, Flip, do you suggest wholesaling homes in the 500K and up range or more distressed properties?
It doesn't matter. It's not really more about how distressed the property is. That may be the motivation why they're selling. You're looking for motivated sellers, whether it's a $50,000 neighborhood or a $500,000 neighborhood or a $5 million neighborhood. Now, keep in mind, and depending on the market, that may be just normal. If you're out in Southern California, the Bay Area, 500K is a C neighborhood, or in some cases, maybe even a D neighborhood. So it's relative. Now, that's like the higher end, that's B plus, possible A. A lot of times those houses are leveraged with mortgages and makes it difficult to do those versus in the cheaper part of town as far as the pricing, right? So, but again, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. What do the numbers say?
This one's from Andrew Weeks, and I think he actually asked this yesterday. We just didn't get to it. He said, it hasn't happened to me yet, but I've heard of stories where sellers are wanting high earnest money deposits, for example, $2,500 to $3,000. How should we go about that if it happens? Do we try to talk them down or just move on?
Well, if a seller gives you an earnest money deposit that doesn't work for you, it's the same if they give you a price that doesn't work for you. But it is so rare that if someone is motivated to sell a piece of real estate, sell a house cheap enough that it's a deal for you, that they're going to want a $3,000 EMD. It just does. They don't go hand in hand. It's rare. But again, if it does happen, the numbers work for you and they give you that EMD, it could be a deal breaker.
All right.
I would try to negotiate something different, but I'm just saying if they firm on it, then hey, it could be a deal breaker if you don't want to put that up or don't have it, whatever the case is.
Okay, Danny Smith, she said that they are separate houses, blue collar.
Okay, all right. So that other house, well, she didn't answer the rest of it. Is the other house? Is there a main house and then the second house, or both of them about the same? Because that matters. Like one of them may just be a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and then you got the main house maybe a 4-3. You know what I'm saying? So if she could, just need a little bit more detail, Danny. Okay, Danny.
Okay, this one's from the Public Square. They said, I was the individual that sent you the commercial properties in Dallas by the pilot and TA off 20. What else in the metroplex do I need to look out for and send your way?
We're trying to. I've been inspired to look more heavily into self-storage after my boy Greg's interview. Done a couple over the years, but definitely dropping the ball on it. He came right down here, less than 60 miles from it, and got one, made 65 grand off of it. And so definitely said, but more or less the mom and pop situations, ideally, meaning that it's not one of the national brands like Extra Space or U-Haul. What are some of the other national brands for self-storage? Y'all know? Public Storage. iStore. You know what I'm saying? We're looking for the mom and pop situation. So, yes. Yeah.
Okay. This one's
Yeah, we need a chair. This is killing me. But let's go.
This one's from Darnell Gordon. You pretty much just answered this. Would commercial wholesaling be something to look at? Absolutely. Let's see.
He played at Auburn?
Oh, I don't know.
Or that Nick Marshall?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about Auburn.
I'm saying, is that Nick Marshall? That Darnell Gordon? Is that him on this avatar? I'm asking. Hey, it might be his son or his brother or whatever.
Crystal said, "Are you still looking for a place close to a gas station?"
Well, the truck stop. Truck stop.
Okay.
Yes. Who, me? Oh no.
No, we're good up Auburn.
I'm a wager. I'm a fan of no one. Whoever say ching me up.
He said no. He just never changed his picture.
Oh, okay.
Pistol Pixie said that she needs help. What do you need help with?
What do you need help with, Pistol Pixie? In your yellow, what is that?
It's giving
shawl.
girls a fur.
What is that? A yellow shawl? Is that what you call that?
I don't want to say it's a shawl.
What is that? What you call that? Is it a coat?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
All right.
Giving the girls.
All right.
Chris D said any city for the truck stop.
Yeah, as long as it's off the freeway. Major freeway. By Loves or TA, Pilot. What am I missing? Loves, TA, Pilot. I'm missing something. Number 3, I know pretty much everywhere. What am I missing? It's like 2 more that are national brands. I guess a Buc-ee's. It's not a truck stop, but a Buc-ee's. I think that's what they said. Yeah. What, a Buc-ee's? We got one. It's going toward Atlanta. Right there in Lee. They just built it. I just seen it not too long ago, and I want to get that way up there.
All right. B. Sewell said, "Okay, then, Flipman. I see you're a football fan. Marshall was a beast."
Oh yeah. You don't know how big of a fan I am. hey, relationship ruining type fan. Locked in on Saturdays all day and Sunday.
Right.
She said what now?
That was a hoodie.
Oh, that's what's up.
Right.
That's what's up. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
And then she also said QT or racetrack.
Yeah, QT and race. Well, racetrack is not It's racetrack. No, it's not a truck stop, but they can be some big facilities or whatever. But normally truck stop, but so a lot of times they are freeways also, racetrack.
Okay. I don't know if she's asking what state we're in.
We're in.
She said,
Oh,
what state is that? I'm in California.
what?
I guess I don't know.
Oh, I don't know what.
We're in Alabama.
We're in Birmingham, Alabama.
Someone said Loves.
Love. I said love.
Oh, okay.
I said love. I said loves. I said loves. Pilot TA. She said QT. We missing one more. Somebody gonna say it. We got some truckers out there. Somebody gonna say it. I got plenty of truckers. Flying J. There it is. I didn't say Flying J. I didn't say Flying J. There you go. I knew somebody was gonna do it.
All right. Kyle Brown said, "How would you work a property with a tax lien?"
Well, it depends on what your end game is. If it's just trying to wholesale it, it may be some motivation there for the seller to sell it cheap. There's no big deal about the tax lien. It'll just be covered at closing. As long as the tax lien amount is less than the price that makes the deal work for you, and assuming the seller accepts something that makes it work, make as far as your price.
All right, this is on Instagram. Flip, what do you use on your first deal? I'm not sure.
Oh, bandit. Well, how did I find my first deal?
I'm guessing that's what they're
Yeah, the bandit sign.
All right. They're still giving you truck stop.
What else? Give me some more.
Come and go. That's what Travis McGee said.
Come and go. I ain't heard. I don't think I've seen that one. I don't know if that's a national. That may be more regional. Go ahead. Road Runner. I think I've seen that before. Okay. What else we got?
That's it.
Okay. All right.
Ronald Brown said, "Flipman, any advice for someone who's fresh into wholesaling? So far, I've just been trying to gain info from your videos."
You're doing the right thing, Ron. Just keep doing that. I know you want to get out there and do it, but the best way to succeed in doing something?
Preparation meets opportunity.
Just by simply knowing what to do. You increase your chances of succeeding at anything by simply knowing what to do. I give away all the information. Through my channel, you see video after video after video of people I never even talked to them before. They just watch the videos, send me a thank you. I was like, "Hey, would you like to share your story?" Sure. That's normally how it goes. Nothing prevents you from doing the same. They're no smarter than you are. I'm definitely not smarter than you are. Only thing I did was take a bootleg course that was about 6 years old and applied the information. I ain't saying it's easy now. Possible. Somebody told me, all I need to know, Mr. Ty, is it possible? I said, yeah, it's possible. But it's worth it.
All right, this is on Instagram. How do you work with another wholesaler without getting the deal stolen from you? For example, if you have a buyer and they have the seller.
You got the gold, baby. Hey, contracts. Take the word contract. Hey, I don't suggest it works, I guess, but purchase and sales agreement. How many words is that? Purchase and sales. 4 words. Purchase and sales agreement.
Oh my God.
4 words. 1 word. Contract.
All right. Andrew Weeks said, "How can I get you to help me with the comp on a property that is completely down to the studs because the price sounds too high?"
Well, the comp, the condition of the property is irrelevant to the comp because you're comping properties that are fixed up. Now, if you're talking about repair costs, that's another question. But you can use my repair estimate calculator. Obviously, it's not livable if it's down to the studs. Take the square footage, put it into that calculator. Text the letters RC to 205-964-5243. I'm gonna give y'all my mama number. Have y'all had the same number since y'all been born?
At my house, yeah.
That I'm talking about the house number. You done had multiples. Oh, my mama died. She ain't have. I gotta throw some dirt on her. She ain't have that number. Oh, we've had that. I can remember. I know y'all. I get off topic, so whatever. I can remember when we got the phone put in. They called it a party line. We had to share it with next door with my cousin and them. We had to share. So when they was on the phone, hey, you had to wait till they get off, but vice versa. They call it a party line. I can remember the first time it rung, and my brothers and sisters about to kill each other to get to it to answer. Still got that same phone number.
Wow. A piece of history.
Oh yeah, this your boy old lady. Oh boy.
Okay, this one's from SK Chandler. My bad, I skipped their comment, but they said that they had 4,200 on their voucher period. Y'all skipped mine. Y'all too good for me. I'm sorry. Y'all know we're going back and forth. I didn't mean to skip you.
You skip. Oh,
they were the ones who had the HUD.
So what the 4,200 gonna be for?
Oh, maybe that's the voucher.
Yeah.
They have.
Oh, it's for a down payment? Well, you still got to have credit and all that stuff. Income, credit. $4,200 ain't gonna do nothing but some closing costs.
See, earlier someone said
Part
it's
of
a
it.
voucher subsidy for affordable housing options. So I'm guessing maybe that goes towards it.
Yeah, what's her name? I don't know if it's a female or not.
Yeah.
But SK.
You should, text Gator to the number and have your camera and mic turned on so you can come on and tell us.
Yeah, come on. Hey, we'll do our best. Right. Google is your friend. We'll be using it like crazy. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, income and credit. Trust me, it's both of them.
Somebody said Speedy Track and Sap Brothers are two other truck stops.
Speedy, I do know. I haven't had Sap Brothers. That may be a mom and pop, more of a regional deal there. So. All
right, Kyle Brown said, "Is there any video on the tax lien issue?"
I don't have one per se that goes into detail. I just talk about it in some and the reason I don't because each state is different and their process is different. It's one of those things that for me to give it some legitimate time, I would literally need to probably go through every state because they're so different.
All right, this is on TikTok. You already answered this, but I guess they missed it. They said, "Hey, Mr. Ty, what markets do you JV deals out of?"
Yeah, pretty much the top 50. If you go to my website, dealator.com, if you don't know how to spell dealator, it's a play on the word calculator. Remove the CALC, replace it with DAL. That's some brilliant stuff, ain't it?
What?
A made-up word.
Oh. Okay, this one's from Shalea Walker on YouTube. She said, "What if it's a deal, but the property needs a lot of work? The price they had listed for failed. The offer price is around the failed listing price."
Yeah, we got to do something about this chest killing me.
You got to sit up right.
I know.
Yeah, you got to get your
I'm trying to talk to these people. I'm trying to talk to these people and stuff, man.
Well, you may need to stand up.
Huh?
Yeah.
You may need
I'm
to
so good.
get the table higher.
Oh no.
And that'll help your back because of the position.
Well, we didn't position the cameras and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Do we have any chiropractors in the house? You got enough room to stand up on all these.
Not that one.
You about could.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm complaining. I'm sounding like a. Let's go.
If we have a masseuse in the house in Birmingham, hit tie up. Not a masseuse.
Oh, and a personal trainer. Any personal trainers out there? Hey, I'm ready to barter some services. Who?
Give me a couple weeks so you can train with me.
Something wrong with her. This woman, she one of them. See, we got somebody that is here on the team that she one of them non-motivated sellers. She be in Lalala land all the time. Hey, she be in Lalala. Yeah, ain't for the hey. Right. Well, yeah.
Daycares and you think they stay in daycare forever? You gotta also take care of them yourself.
Got to leave at 6 o'clock, 5:59. Hey, got to pick up at 6 o'clock, 5:59.
Okay.
Last one there.
Right.
I got you. You already showed me.
Yeah.
She already showed me who's gonna handle that for me.
That's what I'm saying. So they willing. They like, give me the baby now. They want the baby ASAP.
Next question.
All right. Shalea Walker, I'm sorry. She said, what if it's a deal, but the property needs a lot of work? The price they had listed for sale, the offer price is around the same, is around the failed listing price.
Well, it's not a deal. If the price doesn't line up with the condition of it, that's part of coming of it being a deal. How you say her name? Shalea. Miss Walker. That's part of it being a deal. Repairs have to be taken in consideration. All right. So what you can do is you can use my deal calculator. It's just an estimation. It ain't Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. So it ain't a in all, but it's going to give you an idea of what he wastes your time and not if nothing else. So take the square footage of it and multiply, and you put it in a deal calculator if it's livable or non-livable. Sound like it's not livable, and then you use that to put it in the deal calculator, and it'll tell you what your property is. Assuming you know what the ARV is, you'll know if it's an opportunity or not. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, everybody's saying what's up. What's your opinion on the South Carolina and Georgia market?
Well, Georgia is different than South Carolina because Georgia, the city of Atlanta is, it's 6 million plus, in that range people. That's the entire population, probably twice of the state of South Carolina. Now you do have larger markets, so larger cities. I mean, you have decent sized cities in the state of South Carolina. So it doesn't really matter about that. As long as you're in those larger cities within any state, you'll be fine.
All right, this is on TikTok. Can you stop a foreclosure that has already had a date?
Oh yeah, it happens all the time. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, that means it's technically normally now they set a date. It could still be pre-foreclosed and they don't set a date. But yeah, you can. Yes, to answer the question.
Oh, no, I'll say.
All right. What site to find the owner of a house?
To find the owner of a house or find out who owns the house? Because those could be two different things.
That could be two different things.
Okay, so text the word vacant to the 205-964. Oh, I ain't said this. Wait a minute. Before I even say that. If you're using PropStream or you've been thinking about it, you're trying to get a real estate tool that's going to make it easier for you. It's not going to do deals for you. No tool will, but make it easier for you. Sign up through dealyoulater.com, and we offer an actual training on how to use it properly so you can make some money. Text the word time to schedule a time, but you need to be signed up through us. So you sign up through somebody else, hey, go talk to them. But through us, we're here to help. Text the word time to 205-964-5243. And what was the question? Finding the owner. All right, so the first thing, Pistol Pixie. I want to say Pistol Pete. Y'all know who Pistol Pete is?
You told us one time. You sure did.
Now, Ken, you need to be ashamed of yourself.
It's a basketball player.
Okay, there you go. Okay. It don't matter. Legend.
That was back in the day.
No.
Magic Johnson back in the day, but you know who he is, don't you?
Right.
But it's
Okay.
for different reasons.
You know who Dr. J is?
Yes.
Okay, name. Okay, all right. You know who Jabbar is, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, well, you should know who Pistol Pete is. All right, so anyway. Okay, so, but text the word vacant to 205-964-5243. Then text the word skip to 205-964-5243. The first one, the vacant, tells you who owns it. And you'll get their name, mailing address. Then you take that information and you put it over into the skip tracing service to find their phone number. Now you can within the PropStream app, if you download that, while you're out looking for houses, driving for dollars, vacant house, you go over to the skip tracing tab and hit run skip, and boom, it's magic.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Boy, that girl there, boy. So why do people sell real estate cheap? Life. Life creates motivated sellers. Temperatures about 100 degrees. So what I mean by that is people die. I don't care where you are on this planet. Anyway, people get divorced. I don't care where you are, right? People lose their jobs and or incomes of some sort. Tired landlords, which is going to be the largest group of motivated sellers, potential motivated sellers. People relocate. You have medical bills that you can't pay, but you got this piece of real estate that'll help pay those medical bills for you or a family member. Kids' tuition. House may need too many repairs. May have been condemned, but sort of goes into the same thing by the city. They need to sell it. So life just creates motivated sellers. So people say, who's going to sell a house cheap? So you have to get outside because you're okay. You got it going on. Everybody don't. Some of these people, some of us ain't living in la land. Everything is perfect, right? Stuff happens. And so we need to come up with a solution. And sometimes the solution is selling a piece of real estate cheap. And that's why you have to let them know you exist. Marketing and advertising your butt off that you buy houses, and the numbers play out. The end.
I guess for the last one, I know we're not going to get to everybody, but somebody said you ready for ESPN.
Emma. Who plays on my tape?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's just make it to ESPN.
This person, Body by Tay, he said first official wholesale deal set to close December 1st, $15K payday, all from watching your videos. Appreciate you, Ty, and they're a personal trainer too.
In Birmingham?
I think it might be. He said VA. He said Body by Tay.
Oh, man, that ain't going to help me none. That ain't going to help me none, man. That ain't going to help me none, man. See, part of personal training, Ken, is diet also.
I'm going to have you dieting.
Yeah. Gonna have me French fry, me and her be at you right, a cheat day, 7 days. We'll be eating French fries every day. I'll be just up there killing myself.
Anyways.
Be enjoying it though.
Person for that.
But no, I want the whole thing.
Somebody who does both.
Yeah, do both, yeah. But anyway, so guys, we gotta close this out. So we put 2 back-to-back days together, baby. Let's see what we can do 3. But yeah, so make sure you share this. You didn't get your question answered, post it in the comment section of any of my YouTube videos and answer those on a daily basis. Again, text the word time if you're trying to get that tool of tools that we use every day to put this thing together. If you already signed up for PropStream through dealyoulater.com. If not, hey, I don't know if we can help you or not. And they may switch you over. I don't know. I'm not suggesting that. That may be a possibility. So why people sell houses cheap? I think I answered that. So guess what, guys? We'll see you on the flip side.
All right. Yeah, I was about to say, Travis McGee, I know you had a long question. You can text question to the number or send him a DM on Instagram. Okay? See y'all tomorrow. Hold on, let me find it. All right, see y'all tomorrow.
Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me, and I'll text you back.
Text me and I'll text you back.
You text me, then I'll text you back.
Text me then I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
205-964-5243.
Yep.
205-964-5243.